Hello and welcome back to another episode of Exploring Starcraft 2 lore. This series will be learning and reading Starcraft 2 lore together. We're currently reading through the Shadow Wars comics. So parts 1 to 5 are already up on my YouTube channel. Thank you, Stefan, for the raid. Right, and we'll be going through the next part, which is part 6 right here. So after that, let's get straight to it. Shadow Wars. Okay, Adina, former Dominion mining planet. Kill the last of the Protoss. He's gone. Who? Arun, the Protoss leader who helped us. Oh no. They bought us some time. We can't waste it. Try contact the ship again. They should have a signal there. Alright, basically, what happened the last time is that the Terrans came here to mine on a Protoss planet. The Zerg were there, and the Zerg kicked the Protoss. But the Brood Mother is more interested in killing the Protoss, but she also wants to capture Elms the Terran. So let's see how that goes. Hey Stefan, enjoy the games. Yep, thanks. I'm actually reading some Starcraft 2 comics. By the way, for those watching, these comics can be read for free at Starcraft EN/US Media. The link will be here, the link will be down in the description. And yep, do go and read them while you can. But we'll be reading the entire series bit by bit while we're here. Alright, we'll come back to the story. Zoom in. No, full screen, then zoom in. Okay. So the last battle, the Protoss were decisively defeated by the Zerg. We're now gonna see how that goes. Above Atheon, Battlecruiser Atheon, high orbit above Adina. You expect High Command to believe that the Protoss ship just up and left. I'd put in my resignation before finding that kind of nonsense. Captain, we have incoming transmission from the planet's surface. I see. I'll take this on a private channel. Yes? This is PFC Private First Class. Carter, sir. Adina is overrun with hostiles. We need immediate evac. I think they're on the move. That can be arranged. How much thorium did you recover? Sir, I heard there were 15 crates. I need at least 10 to compensate for this failure. We don't have any crates, Captain. There are only 6 of us alive against the entire brood of Zerg. That makes it easy. Click. He just terminated the call, that bastard. I'll talk some sense into him. No, the brood's already looking for us. We have to hurry. Keep heading for the dropship then. We can cut through the shipping hangar. The refinery's probably crawling with Zerg. Give it up, Gary. They're not gonna answer you. You're right, the ship has left orbit. I can't believe this. If we survive, we're gonna tell the whole story to you and... Ah! Everyone inside, hurry! Okay, so to cut a long story short, what happened in the previous thing is that this captain's actually here on a illegal mining operation in order to get thorium crystals, basically high yield minerals, and he wants to make a quick buck. And doesn't mind sacrificing his marines in order to do it. As for UNNS, the United News Network, that's basically their media system and their news crews. So yeah, the troops are getting screwed over in the name of a good old-fashioned capitalism. So let's see, this poor marine just got shot at by a roach. Acid spray. Ooh, melts through marine armor. There are a bunch of banelings in the background, and the team is trying to head for what looks like a bunker or some sort of compound. It says it's a refinery, but it... Never mind. Let's move on, see what else is here. You deserve better than this, Carter. Yes, that was the last of my ammo. Damn, that's something you don't consider about, which is the amount of ammo. Hey, I could look out for Elms. No need, Young and I will go together. You can stay with Turin and Contrastus at the front. We need to get through here quick and quiet. You sense anything, Elms? Yes, they're coming. Did we kill all these damn infestors in the cave? Maybe the Zerg are tracking you. Alright. I'm the only psionic and I can sense the Brood Mother, so she must sense me. But I'd rather die than infested. Oh boy. But you can count on me if it ever comes down to that. I don't feel lucky. Hey, through here. Thanks. We shouldn't be this far from the drop ship once we're out of the hangar. It looks like they closed up ship on the way out. We can blast it open. Who has ammo left? I do. Gary and I have some as well. You two go ahead. Contradas, save whatever you have. And they shoot the door. Alright, so to break down what's happening here. Okay, so the thing is that the team has found some very interesting infestors in a previous cave. And then they were trying to... They killed a few of them because infestors are kind of weak, but at the same time, they've been taking casualties one by one. It's interesting that they're actually running out of ammo, because when you're playing Starcraft, you don't actually think about ammo because Marines have unlimited, but yeah, you actually have only so many needle spikes that you can put into the Gauss gun. That's how it is. There it is! Well, that's convenient. The Zerg catching up. Keep going. What the hell is he doing back there? Gary, get on the damn ship. I can't, it's got me. Not anymore. That's a very small Zergling. Young, I'll pilot. Everyone else brace the doors. They did a number on the ship. This will take a minute. We don't have a minute. Okay, surprised the ship is intact. Not even the Protoss could resist me, Terran. Your suffering will be greater than theirs. What is it now? The Brood Mother, she's in my head. I can't fight her. Then take her as it just knocks her out. Don't hate me for this, alright? I still have a lot of questions for you. Engines are up. Gary, what is that? I thought it might help brace the doors. There are more of them back here. Well, I'll be damned. It was the Jorium Captain Hogwash was after. It's a self of fortune. There's no going back to the Dominion, is there? They have fled, pathetic as they are. I must find another way. The Spear of Adun. Hierarch. Admiral Adun has fallen on Adina along with his finest warriors. Survivors say the Terrans violated our border, inciting the battle. Adun never supported our pact with them, and look where it has led. The Arugia are demanding actions against the Terrans to avenge their kin. I must make amends. At Emperor's Place, Call Hall 4. According to the captain, a mercenary bribed part of the crew to stop at Adina. Conflict started as soon as we arrived on the surface. No one survived. Convenient. And now the Protoss have definitely postponed our talks. Is this what we fought for? Yes, Sigurd, Zagara's hive world. I understand our peril. A new brood mother has risen. Alright, and that's all for now. Okay, so this is actually very interesting because this really goes to the political structures in the heart of all three organizations. This is Artanis, a lot smaller than he's looking at. In fact, let's take a good look at what Arnie Boy looks like. Alright, so let's go through some of the... Okay, no, I'm gonna do something different. Let's take a look through the characters on the screen, all 5 of them, and then we'll go through. So this is Artanis, Hierarch / Prime Minister of the Protoss. This is Vorazud, somewhat Deputy Prime Minister, somewhat second in command. This is Valerian, Emperor of the Dominion. This is Horder, Matthew Horder, the Admiral, and this is Zagara, Broodmother. So these 3 respectively are the 3 leaders of the 3 factions. This person, Vorazud, and this person, Matt Horder, these are basically the second in command of the Terran and the Protoss. This is Zagara. This is them in game. Okay, that's Tychus. Alright, so this is Artanis, Hierarch of the Daylam, and a bunch of other titles. This is Vorazud, Matriarch of the Nerazim. So to cut a long story short, Vorazud and Artanis, no, they're not married. They are actually the respective leaders of the... Okay, the Daylam are the United Protoss, so he's the overall in charge. Vorazud is the leader of the Nerazim, which is one of the tribes, the Dark Templar, and arguably the second most important tribe. after the Kalai, technically speaking. There are other tribes like the Purifiers. Phoenix is a representative. Alarak, okay, I'm not going to get too deep into the Protoss. Alarak is actually not part of the Daylam, and the Tal'Darim are not one of the Protoss tribes in this traditional sense. Okay, but let's move on to the Terrans before I go down the rabbit hole into what is Protoss. Okay, where is... here we go. This is Mercenary Leader, Dominion Admiral. This is Horder himself. This is... Han, never mind her. He's basically the second in command of the Dominion. He's in charge of their military forces. As for Valerian, he doesn't have a co-op model, but he is featured a lot in the game, and he does have a portrait. Let's see if I can find it. Announcers, evoke card, blah 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 blah. Here we go. There we go, Prince Valerian. Hey, this is his exact portrait, isn't it? Yeah, this is the same exact portrait. So, Prince Valerian, Valerian Megs, same person. This is the same one as the portrait. Anyway, the last person or creature of importance is Zagara, Brood Mother of the Swarm. She actually ascended to overall leadership after Kerrigan basically retired. Yep, former queen, current queen. Yeah, so basically right now, after Starcraft 2, there was supposed to be peace talks between the Terrans and the Protoss, establishing a lasting peace. I think the Arugia is probably the tribe that Arun belonged to. And basically because they lost one of their commanders, they're demanding retribution. They blame the Terrans, rightfully so, for the incursion. For the Terrans, they're probably trying to figure out what actually went on. You know the captain is like a mercenary. The captain is telling a half truth. The captain says that a mercenary bribed part of the crew to stop. In reality, he got bribed, and with no survivors, there's no way to corroborate the story until we get until these guys get back. And they're kind of trying to figure out what's going on and trying to continue the peace process. Zagara's the interesting one because ultimately a Zerg killed Arun. And here's the thing. This Brood Mother, let's see if there's a better picture of her. Yeah, this Brood Mother here, she's not under the command of Zagara because, as mentioned in a previous comic, she was taking orders from Kerrigan. But when Kerrigan resigned, this Brood Mother, Niagara, I believe, never got the memo. And therefore, Zagara needs to basically go in and enforce her will. To her, a new Brood Mother has arisen means that there's a rival. And Zagara will not want a rival to her rule, as well as dealing with the cluster F that has happened up above. Alright, so that's been mostly it for here. In future episodes, I'll be reading the rest of the series, part 7, and we'll be going through the story. Yeah, let's just do one more thing before we go, which is that we'll do a quick simulation. Something I want to test out. Wrong button. Alright, so what I want to test out basically is oops, wrong button. Alright, what I want to test out is that there's this scene at the beginning where you have a Archon against 2 Ultras. I just want to do that real quick, just see how hilarious that turns out to be. Like, a single Archon is good, but against a single Ultralisk, let's see how this goes. Head to the unit tester.
Good luck, have fun, and beat him, probably.
That was fast. And attack! Yep, that went just as well as I expected. You can see that in the comic, the Archon is getting torn to shreds by the Ultras. Can it? Unlike the Legacy of the Void cinematic, you can't even take on one Ultralisk. Yep. Tanky boy, isn't he? Alright. If not, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Yep, that's all for me. If you like this content, do like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.